Why does the car always have to break, Pokey? Go fix it. Welcome back, everybody. We have a few things to address today. We'll start off with the good stuff. The STI actually did finally get a front bumper, so hopefully we'll have that painted by the end of the next week. If somebody wants it, it's got a massive cut in it. It's cracked down here. I'll probably honestly take out the fog lights, but if you guys want it with the fog lights, I mean, you can have it, but I'll take the grill off too. Let me know in the comments if somebody wants that. I guess onto the bad. We put the STI together. Everything was great. Franny started it. Everything was good. No leaks, no nothing. Another concern I did have, other than the injector O-ring that actually is now leaking. So the blow-off valve, when we powder coated it, for it to open and shut, it'll just have to have a little slide there, slide in and out. I think it actually is stuck on it because the powder coat made it a little more thick than it's supposed to be. So I'm going to take that apart, probably sand it or Dremel it down a little bit, see if we can actually get it to slide open and shut now. Because every time we took the car out, got into boost at all, it would just blow off a pipe. And unfortunately, one of the lower pipes that attached to the intercooler blew off, and it doesn't look so good.
Oh shit. Yep.
I don't know how good you can see in the sun, but it took a tumble down the road, I'll tell you. Hopefully maybe we can get that in and repowder coat that. If not, it's not a big deal. The bumper is going to cover it, so I'm not too picky when it comes to things like that. If you can't see it and it still works fine, there's no holes or anything, if nothing's going to actually affect the integrity of the vehicle, I'm fine with it. I don't mind. As far as the injector that's leaking, it's this back one here. So I'm going to take it out, just run to O'Reilly's or something, or just a local auto parts store. I'll pick up either one O-ring or a set of O-rings. I'm not going to do them all if I don't have to. They're not all leaking, but just do that O-ring. Maybe get a Dremel or some sort of tool to maybe sand that out. I can't really get to it with my finger. I just want to have this thing back on the road. Driving it was great. I mean, obviously it drives fine. It leaks fuel though. So the injector is the main thing I want to do as far as drivability and just safeness. In order to obviously drive the car to its full potential, we'll need that and the blow-off valve to be opening and shutting properly. The blow-off valve is extremely easy to remove, so we'll remove it. And so yeah, basically it's stuck. So when I put this together, it slammed together. I didn't think it was normal, but I just went ahead anyway and put it together and just tested my luck. So I'm gonna get that injector off, take the seal or the O-ring out, and then we'll take the blow-off valve apart just because then we'll head to the auto parts store. I don't know how easy it is to see that. Oh yeah, it's pretty easy. But this is the culprit. That seal totally ripped. And that is totally my fault. I did see it, but it didn't look like it was this bad when I did it. Anyway, I'm just gonna run to the parts store, grab our O-ring, and see if we can get this back in there without any issues this time. Just returned from O'Reilly's. Those guys are pretty awesome. I went in and was looking at, they have like O-ring kits and things like that. They looked for the specific one I did. They didn't have it, but just opened up a huge kit of like 250 O-rings, and they just took these two out. And so I just took two of these. Those guys are cool. I mean, thank you. Don't know who you are, but just hook me up for free. I'm just gonna put this injector O-ring on, throw it back in the rail, and get it back in the car. So I got the bigger one. It's the bigger one out of the two that they got me. Put in there. Got it nice and lubed up. I'm gonna just throw it back in the rail. Make sure it doesn't rip. Look at that. Easy. Alright, we'll get this mounted back up. Now that everything is plugged in, fuel lines are connected and tight, I'm going to give it I'm just going to turn the key, see if fuel will flow through and leak out again like it was before. The O-ring was a perfect fit. No leaks, nothing like that. Everything is great. So now we're just going to move on to getting the blow-off valve taken off. Like I showed you guys before, it's pretty simple. The bolt clamp here, we'll take this all apart here. There's like 5 or 6, I think there's 6 little bolts there. We'll unhook the vacuum line and we'll try and just probably sand it out. I'll show you when I take it off. Now the blow-off valve is off. I just need to take off these little bolts. You'll disassemble it. I will show you what is wrong. Alright, this is really sketchy, but okay, so this is actually not supposed to be stuck on there. Like I have barely any hand pressure on there, so I think, you know, it's stuck together. An amount of powder coat got on where it slides open and closed. I was causing my intercooler pipes to just blow off because the air had nowhere to go. I mean, you know, could you imagine 40 pounds of boost and then nowhere to go? All the bolts are off, like you can see right here, and they should not, it should not be together right now. I did get it apart. It was actually really scary. I didn't get it on camera because I went outside and did it much more safe outside. But so this hot part of the blow-off valve needs to actually sit inside that, and it's not. See, it'll just stick. I'm not holding it or anything. So basically, I'm gonna have to sand out or Dremel out this center hole here so that way it'll go properly onto there. So if you're ever powder coating a tile blow-off valve, make sure you plug this hole, or you know, put tape over it, high heat tape, anything like that, but I would suggest just doing a plug. So after a lot of sanding, there was quite a bit of powder coat built up in there, as you could probably expect. So now it's back to normal. It's not caught up on anything, it's opening, it's closing. So what I'm going to do now is I will put it back on the car, start it up, maybe go for a drive. We'll see. It's a beautiful day for a drive. We're just about done.
Shout out JR Garage.
What do you want from me?
To go drive.
All you do is want stuff when you come over.
I just want to go drive.
Blow valve's on. Jeremiah
everything else-
obviously didn't help with that.
Is everything else tight?
No. Hopefully not. Saw a cup holder. If you weren't so handsome, I'd punch you. You drive today? No, you didn't. Woo! Look at that. Frick. I thought the mailman was here.
Whose is that?
It's yours, isn't it?
The Tiguan's mine.
Oh, this is mine. You ready to drive my car?
You wouldn't let
I
me.
know. It's the last time you drove it, you blew it up.
Yeah.
You ready to cold start it?
Yeah, I'm ready to beat the shit out of this. Flat foot shift.
I'm pushing my own car out.
Come on, muscles.
Being respectful. Okay, that's good. That's good for now. Driving with no trunk. My trunk's gone.
Huh?
My trunk's gone.
What?
My trunk is gone.
Wait, really? Oh my fucking god!
Still not as fast as your Evo, but I'll take it. Sick. Jeremiah's blow-off valve is opening because he officially bought this car instead of his Evo, which he should have done in the very first place. Everything's good. No coupler pop-offs. None.
No, felt good.
Felt still a bit slower than his Evo on a base map. 30 pounds, you know, still.
35.
It's just a Subaru thing, I guess. Jeremiah.
Get him to 1 million subscribers next week so he can fund my rebuild.
Okay, there you have it. He's got an ETS sticker. We've got a bumper on top of that car. That should go on
Hopefully
this week.
trunk coming soon.
Oh, you're right. You're right. No, I forgot about
Do
it.
they know?
Yeah, I forgot about it. Bumper.
What about the wide body?
There's no wide body. We can't do a wide body. I can't afford that. I don't drive an Evo, so I can't afford the whole world.
He's bagging it.
Anyway, if anybody wants this bumper, $100. How about that? $200 because Jeremiah had a good cut on it right there. Cheap, already painted, max airflow. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time. 1 million subscribers, right? 1 million
Million.
subscribers. I'll fund his Evo build and then probably just sell both my cars because you gotta have more than that to build a Subaru.